Decepticons, attack!
Hey everyone, Soundwave here. Today we'll be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series Deluxe class Transformers 1 B-127, also known as Bumblebee, also known as
Badassatron.
Taking a quick look at the packaging, it is the standard Studio Series packaging that we have gotten before this year. We got Studio Series Transformers 1 B-127 / Bumblebee, Transformers, big nice image of B-127 in his robot mode, in his car mode. Got 18 steps for conversion. On this side of the box we have B-127 / Bumblebee, another nice render of him there. On top, Transformers 1 B-127 Bumblebee. On the bottom, your basic Studio Series like junk on the bottom of the box. On the back of the box, you have your basic product shots with a lovely render of B-127 in his robot mode, in his car mode, a little screen grab from the movie, and that is basically it for the packaging. And here we have B-127 in his Cybertronian car mode, and I like it. I like the way this mode looks, and in hand, it's definitely a solid brick. Yes, let's get a closer look at the details here. So, got some nice metal gray there for the front grille, some nice blue for the headlights, some nice futuristic Cybertronian tires, got a nice black stripe going across the top. Definitely, yeah, the way this car mode looks definitely reminds me of the Cybertronian car mode that he had in the Bumblebee movie. So yeah, so there is the top, there is the bottom. Yep, so definitely not the cleanest underside, but I don't really care about vehicle mode undersides. One thing that does kind of bug me though is this little gap right here in the side of the alt mode. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate that that's there. But he does have pinned on wheels, so he does roll very, very nicely, and I just knocked everything over. For some vehicle mode size comparisons, here we have him with Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. Here we have him with Transformers 1 Megatron. Here we have him with Fentanyl Prime. Here we have him with 86 Bumblebee, Nitro Bumblebee, and last but not least, NPM Bumblebee. As far as accessories go, he does come with quite a bit of stuff. He does come with a tracker blaster, which I don't think we ever saw him use this in the movie, and I actually do have a problem with this accessory, but we'll get into that later. Does come with a pair of Stinger blasters here, which some nice silver detailing right there for the barrel, as well as that same gold plastic that's on the main figure there. Just standard 5mm ports there. And he does come with a pair of knife hands, and I do take issue with another aspect of these knife hands in the robot mode, but we'll get to that when we get to robot mode. And to store all this, you just simply take the knife hands, plug them into the blasters, and just like so, and then they will just peg on to the top of the car, and we just have a post-port connection right there on the side of the car. And that's how you store all the weapons. So that is basically it for the car mode. So now let's get
Badassatron
into his robot mode. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take the arms, and they will untab from two separate points. So you have tab slot connection right here, and then you have a tab slot connection right there. They will just untab and shift down. Then you're going to want to take the legs and split them. Then you're going to want to take this section right here and just undo it, and all this will shift down and soft clip into place to form the waist. Then you're going to take this section right here, fold it up, little tabbing right there, fold the foot down, and then flip out this heel spur. The same thing for the other leg. we go. And there we go. There is his feet. And then moving on up, we're going to take this tiny little panel right here, fold it out. All of this should, first thing you're going to do is just unclip that section right there and fold it back. Then all of this can fold down and it will just clip into place right there. Take this panel right here, fold it down, push this back in. It should clip in like that. Take the arms and just fold them up until they lock into place. Rotate the arm at the bicep, fold up this panel, flip out the hand, close it back up. It's kind of rattly. So take this section right here, just open it, flip out the hand, close it up. There we go, and get everything situated to your liking. And the last thing to do is rotate the head around. And there we have B-127, aka
Badassatron.
in his robot mode, and he looks pretty sweet. Definitely faithful to his on-screen appearance in the Transformers 1 movie. So let's get in close on the head sculpt there. As you can see, he's got some nice silver there for the face, some blue for the eyes, some nice gunmetal gray for the sides of his head there. Yeah, it just looks so nice. Got that same nice blue there for the headlights, some gunmetal gray there for the front grille and the abs section here. Some nice gunmetal gray shins and on his toes. Moving on to the back, a very clean and movie accurate transformation. I do quite like him. So as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint. This will wiggle around. Can't really look up, but he can look down. Head can do a full 360. The arms are on ball joints and they can shift up and down if you so choose. They can rotate and do a full 360. It can move in and out. Does have rotation at the bicep, nothing at the wrists. Does have waist rotation. Legs can move forward that far, back, that far, outward. Can't really do the full splits. Got thigh rotation. Have 90 degrees of bend at the knee. The feet can't move up, but they can move down, and you do get ankle pivot. So, posability is on par for a standard deluxe class. Now we're going to bring in his weapons. So you can take these stinger blasters and knife hands, and they will just slot into his hands. And now here's a problem that I have with the knife hands. You do need the stinger blasters to attach the knife hands, but I do wish that there was a way to attach the knife hands separately so we could have that look from the movie where he just has the knife hands out. Yeah, so that's one of the things that bugs me about this figure. Another thing that bugs me about this figure is the lack of the battle mask from the movie. The only thing you get is a tracker blaster, which is pretty much a DLC accessory to Optimus Prime. Yeah, so I definitely wish he would have come with the battle mask instead of this. But he does look really nice with weapons in hand, and when he has all of his weapons in hand, he becomes
Badassatron.
Now for some robot mode size comparisons. Here he is with 86 Bumblebee. Here he is with Nitro Series. Here he is with MPM Bumblebee. Here he is with Transformers 1 Optimus Prime. And I do think that this scale works out nicely, because in the movie he was about, the top of his head did come to around his elbow in the movie, so I do like the scale between these two. Here he is with Transformers 1 Megatron. Here he is with Fentanyl Prime. And here he is with Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, he's foreign.
Question, do they talk back to you?
They're not real. What? You think I'm that crazy?
No, it's just you've been down here.
No, I was talking to Steve.
And here is the Transformers 1 family, all nice and displayed on my shelf. And they look so amazing together. Definitely gonna get Alpha Trion next year, and I'm not really sure about Starscream or Elita this year. I'm debating on those two, but yeah, the Transformers One family in my collection just looks so amazing together. To get B-127 back into his car mode, the first thing you're going to want to do is take the head, rotate it around, take the arms, just open up the forearm panel, which is kind of difficult for me because I just trimmed my nails. So you take the forearm panel, open it up, flip in the hand, close it up, rotate that section to rotate the forearm at the bicep. Do the same here for this arm. There we go. And there we have the arms all prepped, and then you're just going to want to shift them down. Then you're going to want to take the back section, unclip it, take this panel right here, fold it out, take the entire chest section, fold it up, fold this panel in, then this should just snap into place, and that should just clasp around it, forming the front of the car. So now moving on down to the legs, so you're going to want to take the heel sections, flip them in like that. You're going to want to have that hole exposed. You want to take the feet, fold them down, then take this section right here, untab them, and swing them down, and they will just tab into place right there. There we go. And then you're going to want to take the legs, bend them forward 90 degrees, and then tab the legs together. Then you have this port, which will go into that post right there. And there we go. Last thing to do is the arms, and the arms can be a bit fiddly. So you're just going to want to make sure to extend the arms down as far as they will go. There's a tab slot connection right there, which should fit itself into place. If you got to make sure you have things lined up just right, or else it can be a bit fiddly to do. Yep, so you're just going to make sure all of this is lined up nicely, and then it should just tab into place like so. Once you have the arm tabbed into place, you can just tab it in the side of the car, and then we can do the same thing for the other arm, and it should just go right into place. You're going to want to make sure you have everything lined up just nice enough, so that way all of this will just tab into place right there like so. It can be a bit finicky. This is the most stubborn part of this whole transformation, but there we go. Now it should see it right in there, and then just tab in the sides of the car, and if this side does come undone, you can just squeeze it back together. There we go. And once all that is said and done, come on, you. Yeah, this guy is definitely the most stubborn out of all the Transformers 1 figures. But once all that is said and done, there you have B-127 back in car mode. So there we have my review of Transformers 1 B-127. Definitely not a bad figure in his own right, but when compared next to with the Transformers 1 set as an a-hole, I gotta be honest, he's definitely the weakest one out of the set. Like, he's not bad by any means, but he is definitely the weakest one out of my entire set here. Just kind of wish that the knife hands were able to be plugged on as a separate piece rather than having to use the Stinger blasters, and I do wish he would have come with the battle mask as well. But yeah, other than those minor qualms, he's an amazing figure. So don't forget to check out my other reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.